South Park is set to air its 23rd season in the fall of 2019, and the show's long-running success can mostly be accredited to the hard work and dedication shown by the original creators of the show, Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Although Matt and Trey still play a huge role in the week-to-week creation of the over 20-year-old show, they've also had a great variety of writers and producers that have come and gone from the show throughout the years. This video is dedicated to recognizing some of these writers that you may not have known have worked alongside with Matt Stone and Trey Parker to make South Park the standout show that it's been for all these years. Just as a reminder, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to drop it a like down below, and without further ado, this is 5 people who have written for South Park. Number 1, Dan Sterling. The man who famously penned the script for the highly controversial film The Interview, in which James Franco kills the North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un, was actually a writer for South Park long before he had ever written, having written for the show from 1997 to 1998, which means Sterling had a hand with writing South Park's first season, in addition to part of the second season. Since then, Dan's went on to write for other great shows like King of the Hill, The Sarah Silverman Program, and The Office. Number 2, Vernon Chatman. Along with being the voice of the ever-popular character Towley, Chatman first worked as a consultant writer for the show between 2001 and 2007, and has since been one of the show's producers. Vernon also played a voice in Season 7, Episode 13, as one of the members of the anti-smoking campaign Butt Out, where he played a character named Vernon. Outside of South Park, Chatman has also wrote for the Keenan Ivory Wayans and Chris Rock show in the 90s, the Jackass movie in the early 2000s, and even worked as a producer for the Adult Swim show China, Illinois. Number 3, Bill Hader. The beloved American actor and on-again, off-again writer for Saturday Night Live, Hader began work with South Park in 2008 as a writer and is credited for being a big part of the Fish Sticks episode and was soon after promoted to producer. Bill has since left South Park after last doing some voices for the show back in 2015. 2019 is setting up to be a big year for the former cop from Superbad, as Bill Hader will be starring in both Toy Story 4, which is currently out in theaters, and will be playing the role of Richie in It Chapter 2, which is set to release in September. Number 4, Jonathan Kimmel. The younger brother of the talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, Jonathan would first work as a writer for South Park from 2004 to 2008, and even did a few voices for the show, most notably of them probably being from the 2-part Cartoon Wars, where Kimmel did the voice for Family Guy's Peter Griffin, in addition to being one of the voices for the homeless people in the Night of the Living Homeless episode. After exiting South Park, Jonathan would soon after be hired to work as a writer for his brother's show Jimmy Kimmel Live, and now works as the director. Number 5, Nancy Pimentel. It wasn't long after getting her start as a comedian in Los Angeles that Nancy would land a job as one of the consultant writers for South Park in 1998, and wrote for the show during its first initial seasons up until 2001, where soon after she would sell her script for the 2002 romantic comedy The Sweetest Thing for a rumored $1.5 million. Nancy also worked as a consultant creator for the TV series The Mick, and now works as a producer for the hit show Shameless on Showtime. There's my list. If you want to check out more of my list videos, you can click here or here. And if you want to subscribe to the Inways Variety channel, click here. This has been Brian Mullaney from the Inways Variety channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.